knuckleheads. Thought of the day. It's about it's almost midnight right now, and I was sitting here watching TV, and just my wife just showed me her thought of the day that she filmed earlier today, and we've been going through some stuff, and it just reminded me that I want to get this on film. I want to capture this, and yeah, I'm really relaxed right now. I'm kicking back on the couch. I was watching Game of Thrones, but I needed to get this out. I'm currently on a medication that affects my emotion, and I keep talking about medications and whatnot because it's part of my journey. It's a medication that I do not want to be on, but right now, because of the situation that I'm in, it is a medication that I have to be on. Talked to my doctor about it. He said the other option was to take narcotics, and I'm just not going there. My wife is shaking her head behind the camera going, no. But anyhow, the reason why I want to film this is because even though my emotions are kind of haywire right now, it is my choice as to how I'm going to react. Unfortunately, because I have been allowing the emotions to control me versus me controlling the emotions, I've driven a wedge over the last 48 hours between my wife and I. We are going through some very major emotional things right now with a family member who is very ill in the hospital and possibly fighting for her life. It happens to be my wife's favorite aunt, or one of her favorite aunts. And it kills me. It kills me to know that my wife has needed me emotionally and I haven't been there for her. That I failed her as a husband. Look at it. You know what? I'm going to control my emotions, right? So let me encourage you to learn from my mistakes and not allow your emotions to control you, because there's only 3 things that we can control in our lives. One is our attitude, one is our effort, and then everything else we may be able to influence, but we actually can't control it. So there's only really 2 things you can control in life, and that's attitude and effort. So it's the effort that I'm going to put forth every day to be a good husband to my wife, and the attitude that I'm going to take in that. Am I going to be like, this is my ball and chain? Or this is my otra media, this is my other half? That God split the 2 of us in heaven. Because it was just one of us, split the 2 of us and put half the soul in one body and half the soul in the other. And when we came together, we were finally one again. I would rather think of it that way than this is my ball and chain, or this is that type of. Yeah, I know. I've never called you that. The other thing I've never called her is my old lady, because if you look at the 2 of us together, she just filmed this thought of the day where she looks like she's part of a Revlon commercial or a Pantene where she's got the most beautiful hair, and then I got this gray stuff. So who's the old one, right? Anyways, I'm just kidding, because there's not that many years between us. But to get back on point, choose to control the emotions, because the damage that can be done when you don't could be irreparable, and possibly the final straw that broke the camel's back to where you come home to a house with no Dear John letter, and it's been cleaned out and your wife and kids are gone. I've been through that once. I don't want to ever be through that again. I love my wife with all my heart. I would lay down my life for her. And if somebody else talked to her the way that I've spoken to her in the last 48 hours, I'd put them in the dirt. So why would I accept that out of myself, knowing how I hurt her? So please learn from my mistakes. Do not repeat them. And I'll do the best in my life not to, because I'm cognizant of it, regardless of what medication I may be on at the time. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share this video. Let's build a Knuckleheads community. Let's have men and women that are dedicated to building a strong, firm foundation for their marriage, so they can build a strong, firm foundation for their kids, and so on and so forth. Both my wife and I are lucky that our parents have never divorced, and that's I can't tell you the peace that brings inside. So let's build that community. Let's build that brother and sisterhood of people that are committed to marriages, and that they just want to make them just rock solid, strong, unbreakable marriages. Also, like the movie Fireproof marriages. So that's all out of me. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm sure I'll think of something else in 15 minutes because I'm a legend.
Never leave your partner in a fire.
Yeah, never leave your partner in a fire.
And it's a fire right now.
Yes, it has been quite a fire. So if you can't tell, there's my wife filming me. So
sorry.
Anyway, guys and gals, have a great night, have a great afternoon, have a great morning, wherever you're at right now, wherever you're seeing this. Share this with somebody, especially somebody that's hurting right now, especially a friend that you know who's struggling in their marriage, somebody that's having a hard time, somebody that isn't in control of their emotions, that continually attacks. Because that's who I've been in the past, and I don't want to be that person. And I haven't always been like that with Jennifer. I do have my times when I slip up. I'm not perfect. Last perfect person that I ever knew of got crucified. So I don't really want to go there. But I'm rambling at this point. Have a great time. Have a great life. Choose to be the man or the woman that your husband or wife deserves you to be. And do it for yourself, because I'll tell you what, when I'm that man, our marriage is in the stars. But I'll tell you what, I would rather shoot for the stars and hit the moon than shoot for the streetlight and hit the curb, especially in my marriage. So that's all I have to say. Have a great night. See you.